How's it going, guys? Welcome to lesson 5 of the School of Elliott, leading and ending diagonals. Today, obviously, we're going to be talking about leading and ending diagonals. So what is a leading and ending diagonal? First off, we're going to start with the leading diagonal. A leading diagonal is a 5-wave impulsive move that will only occur in waves 1 of an impulse or wave A of a correction. So again, what does that mean? A leading diagonal will only occur in waves 1 of an impulse. So if you have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a leading diagonal will only occur in wave 1 or wave A of a correction. So following an impulse ABC in wave A of the correction. Some rules to keep in mind when you're plotting a leading diagonal. Wave 4 must always intersect wave 1. That is mainly what a leading diagonal is characterized by. The subwaves of a leading diagonal, waves 1, 3, and 5 can be corrective or impulsive, but waves 2 and 4 must be corrective. So as we know so far, corrective movements, from what we know, are 3-wave movements. So in this example here, I have our corrective movements labeled as ABC. And then I have so this here would be a 5, 3, 5, 3, 5 pattern. Impulse, correction, impulse, correction, impulse, just like a normal impulse wave. However, wave 4 must interfere or enter the price of wave 1. Now, some guidelines. Wave 4 or wave 1 is usually the longest wave. Wave 3 cannot be the shortest wave. Wave 4, again, must interfere with the price of wave 1. And this will only occur in wave 1 of an impulse or wave A of a correction. Let's see. And that is about it for a leading diagonal. Ending diagonal. What is an ending diagonal? An ending diagonal is about almost the same thing as a leading diagonal. It's only going to occur, the main difference is that it's only going to occur in waves 5 of an impulse or wave C of a correction. So that's the main difference between the leading. Leading being the first wave of either an impulse or correction, ending being the last wave of an impulse or a correction. So the ending diagonal is only going to occur in wave 5 of an impulse or wave C of a correction. Now, some rules to follow this. Normally, when you're dealing with an ending diagonal, it is gonna sort of make a wedge. So what I mean by that is that it'll get smaller and smaller as it comes into play. And one of the rules for an ending diagonal is, or more so a guideline than a rule, but 4 in an ending diagonal does not have to enter the price of wave 1, but it normally does. And also, an ending diagonal is only going to consist of a 3, 3, 3, 3, 3 movement, so 5 3-wave movements. Another thing to talk about for both of these, both of them are not going to follow normal ratios or any ratios at that point within it of itself as a primary structure. However, these subwaves, the sub-movements, so the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of 1, ABC of 2, those will follow ratios, as well as the ending diagonal, the ABC, 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 all the 3-wave movements will follow their own ratios. However, the main 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as well as the main 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and leading and ending diagonals will not follow any ratios at all. So that's something to keep in mind when you're plotting a leading or ending diagonal. And that is about it for lesson 5 on leading and ending diagonals. We'll see you guys on lesson 6.